Antebellum is here. Everybody, come on. Look at you guys. Good to see you guys again.
Thank you.
Man, come on. Hey, here's a question for you guys. I wonder, because we've been a radio show for, Amy, how long? 15 years?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I wonder, because you guys just celebrated 10 years, do you get adults that come to you and go, hey, when I was in 4th grade, you were my favorite band?
Yes, Kelsey Ballerini being one of them. Oh, my gosh. There's a picture
She stood
of her.
in the line at CMA Fest when she was 13.
Yeah.
In really awesome Hawaiian print shorts.
Pretty wild. It really is. And then seeing her, later being at her wedding, I'm like, this is wild. I mean, we're that band now that, we're old
I've
enough
grown
now.
up with you, yeah.
It's a weird thing, right? When someone says, I was a kid and I'm a fan, but now I'm an adult and I'm still a fan, and you're much older now.
Well, even, our manager, Callie, sitting on the couch, I was like, how old were you when our first record came out? She was in college. And now she's like running our lives.
She was in high school, actually.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
You were in high school?
Yeah, she was
oh my
in high
gosh.
school.
Yeah.
But to be fair, when your first record came out, you were how old, Charles?
I was 25 or 6, and you were 20.
Yeah, like Hillary's college age. You were barely out of college. So peers. Those are peers growing up with you.
And Hillary's still 25 . It's crazy.
I know.
I love you.
Dave, how are you, buddy?
I'm great, man. How are you? I miss you.
Yeah, I miss you too. Dave and I are Dave sent me bread.
What?
My house.
I
It was
did.
nice. Yeah.
Wow.
Don't worry about it. That's a whole other conversation.
I was just about to say, that's when you, that's amazing. I don't believe you've ever sent me bread.
No. I welcome Bobby to the neighborhood.
That's true.
Nice.
Lady Antebellum is here. Let me say this, because this week, you guys have a residency in Vegas. Like, what's happening with this world? You guys are awesome now. I mean, you know who gets residency in Vegas? Like Wayne Newton, the Backstreet Boys, and now Lady A. Come on.
Tom Jones. No.
It really is. It's pretty cool, man. When we got that phone call, we all looked at each other like, oh my gosh, dude, we've kind of made it. It's kind of a milestone moment for us, for sure.
The Pearl Concert Theater at the Palms Casino Resort, and tickets go on sale on Friday. So, man, I was talking to Boyz II Men. I'm name dropping totally here because I've been doing this dance show. So I'm like hanging out with everybody cool just for a minute. And they're not going to know who I am in like 3 weeks. But I was hanging out with Boyz II Men, and they're doing a residency in Vegas.
Nice.
Yes.
And I was asking them about it. I said, hey, what's that like? They said, well, you fly in and you do the show, and they put you up in an awesome place, and they pay you really well, and then you go home. It's awesome.
I know it's going to be cool to be like camped out in one place for an extended period of time. That's something that we have never had touring. You're always kind of waking up in a new city. So it'll be nice to feel kind of settled in one place.
Yeah, and we're going to, too, we've been touring and doing amphitheaters and arenas for the past, 7 years, whether we're open up for, some big artists or headlining. And it's been a long time, since probably 2009 that we've done a theater, kind of tour. We've done a little show here and there, but this is going to be a way for us to combine, what we've learned and what we have in the big show, but then also have some really chill moments. And not to be spoiler alert, but I think, our idea is to really start out big, and then in the middle really have a really long, extended, almost Bluebird type of moment. And we've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to tell the story of how we wrote Need You Now, how we wrote Run to You, and have, some special guests, maybe some songwriters. And, so it'll be a little bit of both, I'm excited.
I'm going to say this, that the February, May, August, tons of dates. Lady Antebellum. It's called Our Kind of Vegas at the Palms Casino Resort. Tickets go on sale on Friday at noon Central, and it'll be cool because you get to see them up close. And let me tell you, up close, they're pretty. I'll be honest with you. They are. The closer you get, the prettier they are.
Thank you.
With you guys having a group, do you guys have to do any sort of group like therapy or group meetings or let's talk about our feelings kind of thing?
Yeah,
absolutely.
We've definitely been doing it, this past year. So.
Well, doing what? Like talk. Like
Give us an example.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you guys, y'all have been around and doing this together for a while. So I think it's important for us to continue to check in. So we've met with a counselor a number of times, and it's just healthy. It's kind of like, you're there with your spouses, your work spouses, and you're just able to communicate. And
I have a lot of feelings.
that's right. I hear them.
I have so many thoughts right now, Bobby.
Go ahead.
While we try to communicate, we have never done, and I've wanted to do this, and this is affirmation that it should happen. I've wanted us to go to counseling.
Well, to be fair, if I could put the shoe on both of my feet here, they are Lady Antebellum. They're a trio.
Right. So
For me, a lot of times, I have to make the decisions as not only a close friend of 15 years, but also a boss. So you guys go to therapy. Let me know how that works and check in, and then we'll talk about how that went.
Bobby, you didn't listen to Amy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what
She's
we've
not
learned.
listening.
No.
Yes.
What
What
Thank
was she
you.
trying to say in that? She's reaching out. She's
I know. She
begging
is.
for a hand to hold.
She just wants to spend more time with me. My work wife wants to spend more time. I've been on the road a lot, guys. I've been gone for a long time.
You know, to get back to really, the thing that opens your eyes when you go there is we're all raised differently. We all have our own little, backpack that we kind of bring in, to this little table. And so a lot of times, you're just like, you're hearing them say something and that's not really what they mean, but I don't know, because I mean the way I've always communicated, like with my brothers, I mean it's just very direct and to the point, and sometimes that can probably feel a little steamrolly sometimes, and so really just getting that stuff out in the air, and it's like, oh, okay, we all want the same things, we're all on the same page, we just got to talk about it.
And process it differently.
And process it different. And I mean, trust me, I've taken these same things back with my wife, and it's made us even stronger. I mean, it's the best thing we've ever done. I'm not embarrassed to say we've done it. I mean, it's been great.
It has been. It's
Well,
been amazing.
Amy, I'm just kidding. I would happily go to therapy for you and with you. Whatever you want, I will do. But Lunchbox, would you be up for that? Or would Lunchbox go to
Yes,
therapy?
me, you, and Lunchbox. We're the trio. We're now going to
He's
therapy.
kind of got deer in headlights.
He's out. See?
I cannot see Lunchbox going to therapy.
Has Lunchbox ever been to any sort of therapist at all? Because I go, and I've talked about it. Amy, ask Lunchbox if you've ever been to a therapist.
Lunchbox, have you ever been to a therapist?
No.
No. Would you?
No. I mean, why would I go to some stranger to tell me that I'm weird? Like, what does the stranger know? Like, how is the
Oh,
stranger
it's
going to tell me
listen.
they know better than what I know?
It's,
Like, they're going to meet me, and I'm going to sit on the couch, and they're going to be like, oh, actually, I see this. Yeah, right. Get out of here.
No. Let me kind of explain.
Classic candidate right there.
Yeah.
Classic
Sign him
candidate.
up.
It's someone who's not invested in your life, giving an outside perspective that you can't see because you're so in the weeds. And so, yeah.
That is
anyway.
true.
Anyway, Lady Antebellum's here. I don't even know what just happened here.
And, wait, can I say one more thing?
Yes, sir.
And they're going to say, oh, there's something wrong with you. You really need to come back next week. That'll be $200.
Yeah.
Exactly. They want you to keep coming back.
There's nothing wrong with us, but there's something up with everyone.
Oh, yeah.
You just have to find out how those ups connect and how you can actually. Anyway, I've been to too many.
Look
I've
at
been to too
you.
many. I know.
You're preaching.
I know. Hey, let me ask you guys this, Lady Antebellum. Where's some new music? What's the deal?
Dude, we are working hard on it. We wrote a ton over, even like when Hillary, during her pregnancy and stuff, and while she was off, I wrote a ton. And then now being on the road, we've written a bunch. And I mean, we probably got over 60 songs that we've compiled that we're kind of starting to narrow down and really, try to start dreaming of what we want this record to sound like. But we're actually not going to start cutting until early next year. But we'll have new music. I mean, we really just want to be really purposeful with this record and not just throw it together. We really feel like we have a chance to make a statement and be really honest.
And really present with where we are and in our lives and what we're going through and writing. I feel like we've always tried to write really honest where we are in our life, and that's translated onto the album. But we're in a different place now. It's a new chapter. It's more family. It's bigger families. It's new experiences. So I think it'll all work its way into this
There's
music.
definitely some layers getting peeled back. I know for myself, there's a couple songs that, I'm going to almost be like, whoa,
He's
I'm
bearing it
really
all.
throwing it out there for people. So it'll be interesting to see, how people react to it.
Lady Antebellum is here. The Our Kind of Vegas residency in Vegas. It goes on sale on Friday at noon Central, and you can go. They're going to be in Vegas on February 8th, 9th, 13th, 15th, and 16th in May and in August. So go check that out. We are, because of technology, I'm looking at you guys through my iPad because I'm in Los Angeles
you're
right
frozen.
Yes.
So just so you know, we've been watching the same version of you still.
now. So have all my listeners for like 15 years.
Are you in an ice bath right now? You have to be so worn out. You're working so hard.
I'm working. I just don't know how to dance, guys. I'm struggling with I'm getting a little better, but it's tough. You know what? It's like someone said, "Hey, why don't you learn to fly an airplane real quick, and then go do it on national television in front of everyone, and go."
Well, we are rooting for you. It's amazing.
Well,
so much
Thanks.
fun.
It's the hardest thing I've ever done, and it's an adrenaline rush. Like you get on that dance floor, and you know that 8 million people are watching you about to do something that you're terrible at.
Hey,
Go ahead.
How much do you really have to work and prepare for that? I've always wondered, how long?
How many
what are
hours?
the days?
Yeah.
Honest answer, it's at least I haven't had a day off since the show we started training, which is 5.5 weeks ago, and I've done at least 6 hours a day on a small day.
Oh my gosh!
And sometimes 9 to 10, depending on if
Are
it's
you
2
just
acts.
in the best shape of your life? You have to
No,
be, right?
I'm way too skinny. I've lost so much weight.
No.
Oh man!
But I love it. Hold on. I love it. It's been it's been the craziest thing I've ever done. And when they called and said, hey, you're going to be in Dancing with the Stars, I was super pumped because they think I'm a star. So, yay! We all win.
That's amazing.
That's cool.
So, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
I don't even know it anymore. Okay. Lady Antebellum is here, and you're going to play a song. And so I just saw A Star is Born, and it's really good. And I was going into it going, there's so much hype. Like, it cannot be that good because it's got so much hype.
Yeah.
And then it was good. I didn't even think Lady Gaga was Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. They all pulled it off. But the music
Oh, it's so good.
is, and I know you do guys too, but we have friends that wrote the songs for this movie.
Yes, yeah, and I have to be fully transparent. Like with the craziness in my household right now, I've been living with the soundtrack and fallen in love with it, and have not gotten to the theater to see the movie yet. So I'm just falling in love with this movie with the music first, which is pretty fun.
Well, that's what drew me to it. I saw a post where, our friends Natalie Hemby, Lori McKenna, and Hillary Lindsay, wrote for the soundtrack. And I'm telling you, the song they wrote is hands down the best song off that project. I mean, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
I mean, if Lady Gaga doesn't put it out on radio,
I just can't wait for
stunning.
award season with this movie and just the music. I mean, I love the original. I've watched it, several times, but I'm so excited. I keep looking at my calendar, talking to my husband, going, can we go on a date night to see this movie? I really want to see this movie. So hopefully, babe, you're listening, and let's go.
Yeah, babe. Come on, babe. Take her to the movie, babe. I just bought 10 tickets to your residency in Vegas because I was that moved. Lady Antebellum, Our Kind of Vegas at the Palms, and tickets go on sale Friday, February, May, August, lots of dates. It's the obvious big Lady Antebellum show, but in the theater, and a lot of broken down moments, too, where they get to tell you stories. I'm really excited. I may actually... I probably won't go out there because I get to see you guys in real life. But if I'm out there and you're playing, I would go.
Can we Skype you in like this? Can we?
Yeah, I would love. Yeah.
How about you come out there and you go see your favorite band, Boys II Men, and then come see us?
Oh.
Yeah, I go see my dudes, boys. I'd be like, by the way, let me swing by and be seen for one song and come back. That's what I do. Hey, listen, you guys know I really enjoy you guys as people and love you guys. And I can't wait for the new music, and good luck. Because I know you guys made a big change recently in your professional lives. So we're all rooting for you in this room. And yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's it. Lady Antebellum. Thank you guys. Charles, Hillary, Dave, and we'll see you soon.
It's a Bobby Bones show.